Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Shadow Empire in the Steam Release series, episode number 36. Steam released back in the beginning of December, right? So does that mean that this has been going on for 5 months? That seems... well, actually it does make sense. The episode numbers are not coming out very quickly as of late. Especially because of as of late, the new family situation. Anyway, what do we want to do on this turn? So to try to prep for this, by the way, I rewatched the last half of my previous video. I also, let's do this maybe. Spent about 40, quite a long time before hitting record, just trying to catch up on what the heck is going on in this game. And one of the things I wanted to do, because this was a really interesting comment, is we right now are failing our ability to provoke because Lucinda's just not very good at whatever she's supposed to be doing. She likes us a lot. We are happy to have her in the position from that perspective, but you know, on the downside is she apparently doesn't have very good skill rolls. You know, they're getting better, but level 11, level 13. Of course, we'd like to see something more like level 30. And eventually we'll get there, right? So if we just grab any other card, Interior Council guy, his levels are 21, 37, 30. These are all the things we'd rather see. Going back over here, Provocation. So we know that we just don't have a very high likelihood of succeeding this because we aren't targeting Salzburg. But there we go. Now, this would be a difficulty of... basically, we only have a 4% chance of passing this, I guess, since a 125 difficulty. Does that beat it? I think a matching die roll succeeds, in which case we have a 4% chance. Which means that we have a 46% chance of failing and 50% neutral outcome. Just wasted political points. I guess that's kind of a negative. However, there is the possibility, and this is so clever, of kind of, you know how you have really bad service in a restaurant if you're in the United States and you tip, and you tip them like a penny, and they get really, you send the message that, hey, your service, I did not intentionally, I did not accidentally forget a tip, I intentionally left you like nothing. That's what gift 400 credits could turn out to be for Salzburg. So because Lucinda is not very good at wording this gift, she essentially will potentially insult them. And this is actually a clever way for us to potentially get a relationship drop with Salzburg, which I really, really seek. And the crazy thing about this, which is really crazy, is if we do this, we don't take any fist points. So anyways, I really think that this is a clever way that somebody mentioned in the comments, like, oh, you could fail a positive one and get the same result as succeeding with a negative one. So we're going to try this. So essentially we have an 8% chance of succeeding. We hope we don't succeed. That would mean relationship up. But we have a 42% chance then of succeeding by failing. And we got the 50%, which was that we didn't fail or succeed. We just wasted points, essentially. Okay, that's fine. What else do we want to do? So I think the power situation is the main concern right now. The hydroponic. Gary did talk about the hydroponics versus the open field farming, and that was a really interesting piece. Thanks, Gary. It also taught me, based on the worker numbers per power, that serpentization, which is what I was considering doing for my next energy project, it's actually worse in terms of worker efficiency. Now, you can say that water, from my perspective, solar is free, doesn't take anything but workers. Requiring some amount of water, in my opinion, should make serpentinization better. By the way, that doesn't really roll off my tongue, serpentinization, so maybe that's not even pronounced right. Sorry if it isn't. Anyway, I don't know. Doesn't make sense. Maybe this is intentional because this is like a specific tech and everyone gets solar, and maybe this is just like a reality check that this really is not that efficient. It doesn't seem that efficient compared to solar power. So maybe that's the basis. But from a gameplay balance standpoint, something which requires additional resources besides the worker resource should in theory, take less workers. Otherwise, it's just, you know, plain worse than getting the solar panels. Which has already been like our analysis anyway. I mean, my analysis that, hey, let's get solar panels everywhere. So I think that's all I wanted to cover for this turn. We'll jump to the next one. Oh, one other thing I want to mention is just that Trifler pointed out that all my vehicles are still the heavy wheelers, and this is a good point. My assets, my models will show that we should be using the troop carrier. Not because it's necessarily better from like a military standpoint, but from the potential future standpoint, it's 100 versus a 91. And I mean, since it's better and it has a longer or higher future potential, really no reason not to use it. So we'll be switching all the all the APCs to this. But I don't want to do it this turn. It looks like the metal situation's okay. Okay, let me think. How many would we need to replace? Let me just mass replace. There's 110. Holy cow! I have 110 of these. Okay, that is a lot. We do want to order them as quickly as possible so that we can start getting the new ones with experience and all that. Now, where's my SHQ? Yeah, let's get you to replenish troops. So if I were to use APC, there you are. If I were to get 110 of these, how many? Yeah, we can't even do that. We are industrial point limited. Okay, that's cool. It's the first time industrial points has been my limiting factor. That makes me a little bit less nervous about doing this, considering the cost. I mean, honestly, gosh, the metal and rare metals cost for this is really quite. It's not bad at all. Now, the way I think you're supposed to do this is immediately buy and replace on the same turn so that they get the experience of the previous ones. If you let them sit in the SHQ, apparently they tick over, get the experience, and then you don't actually swap experience. Is that right? Maybe, but that's my understanding. I may have misunderstood. Anyway, we'll do that next turn, I think, still. Why? Why would we wait? Let's look at the logistic points. Certainly we have enough points. Oh. Do we have... Look, let me just try it, and I will honestly reload the game if I fail, if this doesn't work. So we'll just give it a shot. I don't think I want to take all of our points. Let's just do 20 for now. Okay, 200. That's a lot. 200. Now let's get maybe mass replace in just this OHQ. Well, we're going to do 20 of them.
Roger that.
Yeah, we were able to replace 20. Let's take a look now and see who got them. Okay, so troop carriers were here, and they do have the 24 experience. If I go over to my SHQ, yeah, all the heavy wheelers, which used to have experience, are now, yeah. So we can mass scrap these. I mean, we can just scrap just in this. Because I don't want to scrap the ones that are currently out there. Mass will scrap 201 units. That's exactly what I want, the 200. So yeah, we'll scrap these. Which should give us, most importantly... Oh, it doesn't. I hate this. It does not refund our recruits. No. Soldiers to population. Okay, yeah, that's kind of unfortunate to me. This, in my opinion, this has got to be something which is fixed. That doesn't make sense. The soldiers are not like, hey, our vehicles are scrapped. This is a bug. I think that Vic should fix this. And I don't know. Is there a reason I'm missing? Anyway, okay, let's next turn it. Okay, back, and not real much to say about the history. We were attacked once. Yeah, so they're moving in the north, Prefectoresso. Moving quickly. The rebels attacked us. Even against our only 400 militia. They are entrenched in Low Mountain, I believe. These guys are just wandering about. I don't even know, maybe it was an ambush. Not sure how that works. Anyways, we had a really good result, considering it was like 5-to-1 odds. Well, 5-to-1 personnel-wise, but, with the entrenchment and all that, I'm sure it wasn't 5-to-1 odds. And that's that. Finished our boron. I don't know why that's the name of it, but... And doing the automated machine gun has unlocked for us automated turrets, which just means bigger guns if we want. Kind of nice that we got this order of battle I've been looking for. The mechanized assault infantry army. That's really nice. So now we have an infantry heavy with armor support group. We also discovered very heavy rocket engines. So it was either that or plasma, which was going to be discovered next, and I would have preferred plasma, but that's okay. Our tech level has risen to level 8, I guess. We have some new cards, Rebellion. I mean, that's still one we can continuously play. Some things we're not going to use. The Gift 400, we can try that again. Okay, so, I mean, why not? Let's try that right away before I forget. Please hate me. And I wonder if the chance of success has gone up, which for us means down. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, this is fantastic. The chance of success has gone way down, which is good for us. What the heck? Well, I mean, I was going to say, we could play a different card. We probably could get away with losing... By the way, is provocation at this point? I mean, we don't want to provoke, but... Yeah, we would totally fail the 1,000. Why would I consider doing that? But... because there's a small chance we won't get a Gift 400 card next turn, and if we're guaranteed to fail the Gift 1000, money is meaningless to me for the moment. It's not, because we have food. Actually, even rare metals is not increasing that much. I was thinking we might want to be a little bit careful about just lavishly spending on rare metals. I don't think it has any recurring fee right now, which is even worse. I mean, we can take a look at that. But anyways, let's just gift 1000 because money's not that big of a deal. And why is it, Lucinda, that that things have gotten worse? I'm not sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and do this because we're guaranteed to fail. Wait, we're not guaranteed to fail. If I do this one, there is a 1/5 chance, more or less, 20, 18 or so, that we will just pass neutral. So let me do this, which is guaranteed critical failure. This is against Salzburg, right? Yeah. Is Lucinda dead? They sent back the head of our messenger. So that was exactly what I wanted to have happen, without any fist gain, supposedly. Yeah, without any fist gain, we were already at 19. Wow, that was wonderful. That was really good. I'm not sure if this will eventually be patched out, because it is a little bit gamey. But at the same time, I really feel like it shouldn't be, because we need some way of, this guy's ready for an all-out attack. Oh, we would really like to attack these people. They would lose on the defense so quickly. Anyways, what other stuff do we have? Instant with democratic activists. So we have an option. It's going to piss off, unfortunately. 5th mechanized. But we'll do the democracy gain, which is really nice to have that option. Gets a few people a little happier. I mean, I guess we should look at other things first. I'm still bypassing the Secret Service. It does give us spies, which is nice, but it takes away points from everything, which is not nice, in my opinion. I guess we could do this once we have a budget decision, and then I can just immediately set them to 0 before I elect a council leader, and then nobody will be upset at being at like 2%, because they'll just come into the position already totally underfunded. Now we have 3 designs, which I could try to do. 2 new ones that I can do: light helicopter or automated turret. I don't really know what people use the automated turrets for. I think the most obvious one is to place in your cities. But I don't know, since they can't move, except for, I guess, logistics-wise. You can move them with logistics, like trucks. But I don't know if they're that useful. However, I can design a helicopter, and this is a light helicopter. It's going to be pretty useless at anything but recon. So let me go with a medium rotor, 3,000 liter. I was looking at this a little bit off camera, so hopefully this is what I want. I'm going to give it very small rockets, not because I really want it to be attacking hard targets, but actually because airfire is nice, in theory at least, and the weight load. It's only 100 real weight, even if I get the 500 kilogram load. Guess how much weight a 500 kilogram load is? 500 weight. So we'll do the very small rockets, and we do no cargo space, and that should give me 5 hexes of range. I've experimented with every other option, and we can't get 5 hexes of range if I do anything else, including any kind of cargo load or bomb bays or anything. 5 hexes doesn't seem that much as it is, so I'm just going to confirm this. This will be a light recon design.
Yes,
It's basically a springboard, a stepping stone to the heavier helicopter designs. At least that's how I view it. Oh, yeah, we should do this one though. Oh, okay, so here's one. Say yes. I should have shown that, but it was like a plus 150 or something like that. And that was on a D100 roll plus skill or whatever. And the average roll that they were going to do was less than 150. So we would have had to roll very, very poorly. There was some randomness in the difficulty, which means that even though I had plus 150 and their average roll was 140, they might get lucky and roll a much more difficult thing. And I could get really unlucky and roll very low. And we could have lost this, but basically it was almost guaranteed that I would roll a critical success, which I did. Okay, so now we only have new organization. I'm still yeah, okay, let's do none. I can actually request that decision from the secretary at any time, so let's do no for now. We'll do it later. And now we only have one decision left, so let's do this. 95 is going to go down by 19. So that's still 76. That's not too bad, and hopefully Beat Walker will learn to love us again. And luckily for us, the mechanized people, they don't have I don't know, I don't think it's the 76 or whatever it is now versus 95. I don't know how big of a difference what that means, like how much. So what I should say is the counselors, the council leaders, those have a productivity bonus for liking you more. I don't know if that also applies if like the ability to fight with the troops is also modified by how much they like you. I understand it directly from a council perspective. I don't understand it from a troop leading standpoint. You generally don't. Well, I guess it depends on how Vic wanted to abstract it. Now I'll go into assets. Oh, we need trade first. Traders have 0 credits, which is a little interesting, but we can give them credits. I did mention about maybe we should start buying rare metals. I think we could always buy metals itself, since that's been something which we've needed in the past. And I do feel like we're probably over the hump on it, but let's just buy it anyway. And we'll buy some rare metals as well because we have a lot of money, and it's pretty cheap right now. That we're kind of like what is this, manipulating the market. Right now, rare metals sell for 4.8, and if we buy this amount of them, I don't think you can get the market to work out in your favor where we're buying at 7. I don't think doing this will cause the sell price to go up beyond 7 so that we actually completely manipulated the market in our favor. But we could take the rare earth metals. When I only saw 800 going up by 800 this turn, I started to think, well, these things we're buying are pretty much all polymer armor at this point, so we might actually need the extra whatever. High-tech parts did not go up this turn, which could be a cause for concern. Maybe not. I also think, why not just buy like a ton of food? We talked about this whole thing about hydroponics versus open field farming, but the truth of the matter is food is just not important for us right now when we can buy it at the market for, less than a credit per food. We make enough money, or we can sell things to make enough money, that it's probably more efficient right now to not be self-sustaining and just buy it. It's not very difficult to send workers, especially in a place like Halkin, which has plenty of workers to spare at the moment. However, it's It's just, yeah, I mean, we can continue to build the infrastructure for it, like putting hydroponic stuff down, but there's power concerns, right? And if I go to my assets, we've turned off for the moment the high tech, or not turned off, but cut it down to 50%. I would rather send this back up to 100%. And although that's going to cost a lot of power, and we're going to continue to produce... Well, by the way, I think Solar Tech 3 did finish this turn, right? Yeah. So the Solar Panels 3 finished, which means our next construction project has just got to be... We're getting everyone to Solar Panel 5 right away. I mean, at this point, we've seen what a little bit of a power dip can mean. It might be useful, actually, to leave solar panels on the side ones at like 2 whenever they finish, but continue building up Hulkin all the way to the highest level. And the reason I say that is because then we will have a quicker reaction time to get more power going. Going from 2 to 3 takes like what, 3 turns, but going from 4 to 5 takes what, 5 turns or 6 turns. So well, I don't know, it's just a kind of a weird way of thinking about it, but maybe it is a benefit to be able to increase your power your power supply at a quicker rate. Now, that same could be said if we really get into a desperate situation about just using serpentization. But this is 4 rounds. Yeah, I don't know about that. And I don't think either. I think we're building... Well, okay, let me stop, go through Hulkin first. So we increased the power consumption of... quite significantly increased the power consumption with our high-tech, which I think it's 400. And it's considering we're only gaining 300. But the solar panels, this went up from 3, so this went up by 300. So we might actually be dead even, just increasing the high-tech parts to match the new increased production from the solar panels 3. Anyway, industry, we need to increase industry though. This will cost an additional 100 power, but industrial points is now the new choke point, or what is it called? That word. It's the thing which bogs down the system, the bottleneck. The new bottleneck is industrial points, so we want to continue to get ahead of the curve. Not even ahead of the curve, we want to keep the curve just in general moving forward. Getting ahead of the curve would have been doing this several turns ago. Although maybe it was impossible with metal or power concerns, whatever it was. So we're building more solar panels and we're building a new industrial thing, and I think that's actually all we want to do because, in my opinion, right now, metal and especially industrial points have to be reserved for production of APCs. APCs and other stuff like that. So that's the new, we're turning, the economy is switching from, if you're a Hearts-Fire fan, we're going from civilian production to military production. We're changing gears. Because Salzburg, in my opinion, we have to declare war on these people very soon. By the way, kind of interesting to know, it used to be 12 to declare war on them. It is now only 9%. Oh my gosh, we are definitely going to declare war on these people. But let's wait and continue to provoke them a little bit more. So what's this? Check city happiness. I haven't done that in... Well, hey, we actually have some concerns here. Oh, right, just due to high unrest, which that's... Actually, it only dropped by 3. That's surprising to me. Wait, no. It was at 18? Because it dropped by 9. I thought it was at 12, but okay, it was at 18, and it dropped by 9. Huh. Oh, good. This unit probably isn't useful in here. Although we do have danger? Oh, this is still diminishing. Okay. And we're going to have no militancy in a moment. Yeah, so I think I'm going to move these units south, this militia south, just because, not that I need them, but we do actually, because all the fighting down here is in the ding-darn mountain. My APCs can't go there. So one time you don't want APCs when you're going through the mountain. Alright, before I get to military movement, let's see. Strategic cards, I already played the important one. And I actually, did I show the VidCom? We got this cloning facility. Yeah, I showed this. So we want to make use of this cloning facility as well. And the only place which doesn't already have one is... Okay, so we have one over here, and the only place that doesn't have one is Losheim. So, there you go, Losheim, get some population. We also have this subterranean sensor thing. I think it's worth playing, just to get some benefit out of it. For a long time I was thinking about using it over here, just to get more potential points, but at this point I'm wondering which, I don't think that's the right way of doing it, and I think I need to either play it in Gagoyas or probably actually in Lostheim, because Lostheim can take up a lot of the slack. It can actually start acquiring the territory over here, because there's no assets, so it doesn't matter. It's basically just, yeah, just execute. This is something which will help us survey, I guess. I thought I read the fine print, but let's actually read the fine print. Okay, subterranean sensors will help you find archaeological finds. Oh, archaeological finds. Would that be in the ruins? Anyway, what I want to do is then just transfer all this territory over to Lostheim, because it doesn't really matter who owns this territory. It's not doing anything. This is one of those things, honestly, that be probably better to do off camera. But yeah, we're going to claim all of this in the name of Lostheim. I don't know the algorithm that you're supposed to follow, but it seems to be working well. Was working well enough. There we go. Okay. Paint the map. Now, where do we want to stop? Probably, yeah, you know what? I'll probably go, well, we definitely want to go this way. Okay, let's stop right here. Let's call this Battle Dojo is the line. Ancient statue belongs to you. Even though 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, yeah, we should go at least 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Confirmed. Okay, so that's the 6 hex cutoff. It only makes sense to at least go that far. In a weird way, I don't know if this is modeled, but in a weird way, it might actually be better to have Lostheim own this territory down here again, because although the water's in the way, which means the land distance travel, I'm just imagining Vic does 6 hexes as the crow flies. And if that's the case, then it's actually better to have Lostheim, Hulken control the area across the lake, even though it doesn't make sense. Well, maybe it does. Maybe we are sending people by boat or something. Or I guess since we have airplanes, we'll just send somebody by airplane over there to administrate. Okay, so I did that just, get the archaeological bonus in all that area. And it's now Lostheim probably has the largest physical amount of territory. Yeah, I think so. Hulken definitely has the most important territory, but yeah. Okay, so that's that. Let's move on from strategic cards. If I'm missing something, just let me know. I'll just see some roads. I want to save all IP for building right now, so that's going to wait. Raise formations. The only thing I want to do is continue to do this swap of replenishment of troops, which is technically supposed to be done after military units move, because oh yeah, I have this plane. So yeah, we can finally do this, and X is the hotkey. So let me not do the attack quite yet. We want to move some troops, get some better recon, I think. Yeah, maybe. So move here. Move there. This guy can move down and attack, but if we move down and attack, my fear is that he'll move back into this area. I guess I can stop him from moving into this area by moving my unit here. I do like gathering as much territory as possible right now, just because I don't know if Shadoyas is doing anything along this border. They probably have all their people fighting and losing to Primararia. So anyway, let's do this attack. Our first air attack. And remember, this unit is like so very, very, very good at soft attack. I hope that this is a unit which is susceptible to it's a hard target. No! I probably should not even hard attack it. Let's see, what is our attack? We're at 5-1 odds already. If it's a hard target, it's only 1 unit. I think it's pretty sure it's 2, but it does have pretty good defense. I feel like it's gonna be such a waste. Oh my gosh. I should have attacked with this unit. Damn it, stupid. Because now I'm thinking we probably should attack this unit instead. Although I don't know what this is. I think that this is a militia. I'm gonna do it. It is. So this should be like utter obliteration of this group. Okay, we didn't utterly obliterate them, but 200 dead, 600 retreated. That, you know, good damage at least. Let's do the attack because again these are militia and, you know, whatever. We lose some, we lose some. Yeah, okay. There's 3 of them. We did get all of them to retreat. Oh, thank goodness we got at least 1 killed. That's a big difference. They did retreat into the low mountains because I blocked them, thankfully. Okay, so this looks better for next turn, though. I think this looks pretty good. We have a nice push out, and you are... Okay, you did clear the worst of the worst. Yeah, and eventually we'll be able to turn, once I have power, going, we can turn back on the other one. Because I think we turned off this asset. Where is it? Autoclinic? Is this it? No. This is automate. This is AUT, I guess, stands for like the Galactic Republic stuff. Yeah, here it is, Radiant. So I have this turned down to 50%. Yeah, it's pretty cool. This is something I could turn off completely. It's still working at 50%. Not bad. Not bad. Doesn't look like it's benefiting from any governor bonuses or anything. Okay, so I guess radiation cleansing does not benefit from that. Fair enough. Alright, that's it for this turn then, right? I don't think there's anything else to do. No, we can do replenishment of troops, but military troops have not moved in the... Okay, they haven't moved over here either. Let's get this going on. So move. Move. That is interesting. Move. Wow. Okay, only makes sense to move here then. Move. Okay, move here. Now we could move and attack. Now, what? One thing I want to think about for a second is if we can attack with enough forces from the south. I do want to actually push this unit north. So let me do immediately do our bombardment. Not using the militia. Let's see how we do here. This is ugly. This is ugly. We slaughtered them. I don't even think that was 10 rounds of bombardment. Killed 5 and we dropped everybody else down. So we might have the ability to attack. Yeah, with one of them. Let's do some more. Yeah, look at that. We killed 2 more. It's perfect. And dropped their readiness down from 10 to 3. That seems like it was worth it. So the artillery are now depleted, but we have the ability to attack. And I think that an attack, oh my gosh, it's already 20. Yeah, already 26 to 1. So let's do the attack with our Galactic Republic plus infantry. And you know what, we can attack with the militia as well. Which actually hurts our odds, but when it hurts them from 290 down to 270, I'll take it just as the extra shield. Just want to just shield them as much as possible. We're not attacking with 14, so we don't push them into the mountains. Actually, let me... I feel like we're going to push them back to the walled refuge, which is not ideal, but it's still better than pushing them back into the mountains. So we actually have to think when we're attacking now, which is painful. Painful. Well, obviously this went how we expected it to go. Did we even suffer? We didn't even suffer readiness damage, or at least no discernible. And they did not move into... that is fantastic. So we should be able to move and attack again. Yeah. Well, with some, I guess. Yeah, with some... Oh, yeah, awesome. You can attack. You can attack, and you can attack. Let's attack. Well, let's use the 60, I guess. This should not be much of a challenge, though. We're at 501 odds. We should push them back here. We might just eliminate them completely. I mean, this is getting to be a rout, right? I guess they don't have morale, being snakes. Otherwise, they would probably surrender. Yeah, their readiness is down to 1. Oh my gosh, they did. How did that happen? It must be random. All that work. Well, the good news is, since we were able to kill that much more, you know, they're down to... Their numbers are diminished. So that's what I'm going to tell myself. It's okay. Oh, we can attack again. Now, I'm surprised that this is the only unit there. I'd like to see if anybody else can do the attack. No, I think this actually is the only unit there. Okay. They're surrendering! Snakes know how to surrender! And honestly, being attacked 3 times in the same turn, you better surrender. You ding-dongs. Okay, that was really good. That was extremely successful. Not that this is a surprise. It's very, you know, expected, I would say, at this point, that we're going to be pushing like that. Logistics points coming here was 118, and we'll be dropping, I guess, at some point. Oh, still one there. Due to long distance traveled, but 118 points available, that seems good to me. I mean, that means that we should be able to resupply the things, although we did use a ton of ammo this turn. Let's hope. It almost looks like I had infantry turned off, but no. It's just because we have no infantry in this entire area. And and we do have, well, they are our dear friends, Primeraria. They're friends, they're at 100% relation, they're Republicans. So they should not be very aggressive. I think the religious people are the most aggressive. No. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, well, militarists would probably be very aggressive as well. Then we have Salzburg, who are theocrats. Yeah. So I thought the theocratic regimes were also a little bit more prone to aggressive behavior. Anyway, this is 37 minutes, so I think we can actually do another turn. This one's done, if I'm not mistaken. I guess I haven't moved some of these units. Let me just pause and move these units, though. It's not that important. Or do I even need to pause? We want these guys going north, if I'm not mistaken. Although there's not a whole lot of reason for them to go north. We're just kind of pushing out of the radiation area. Let's do it anyway. Militia's going south. And you were staying in the city for a reason, maybe? Yeah, no reason to. Let's push them north. And I guess we need to even move the HQ out. Okay. Fair enough. Good. Alright, well that should be the replenishment. Yes, I almost forgot, but I did not. APCs. Get 20 more of them. Get 30. I want to make sure we have a nice reserve. 400 industrial points doesn't seem like that much. We're gaining 600 a turn. I'm still going to do it. So we'll stop building some stuff to have more industrial points. But in the meantime, let's go to group 3. Mass replace. 20.
Roger that.
Yeah, these are only 2 groups at a time. I didn't realize that. Okay, now you guys have 0, and you can just be scrapped immediately. Dang it. Mass scrap 200 and the 1 units. That's perfect.
Roger that.
Probably just, I guess you could just use scrap, and it's probably going to give you a slider. How many do you want to scrap? Whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, that's that. So we move on. That, in fact, was not that. Here we are. Didn't do any movement over here. So we have people over here. We lost this territory. I want to retake this. That worked out well. So we're missing people from over there, but I'm gonna. Yeah, this may seem like lunacy, but what I'm trying to do is get the APCs to defend this instead. Okay, well that's interesting. And I want to make sure that we don't lose a connection to Lusek. I mean, it's really minor concern, but why not just try to keep it alive? And then we have, well, we have artillery as well, which is insane. Can we do bombardment? we could do 3 rounds of bombardment, and let's try to get them out of the mountains. I think that's what we have to do here, because we can't do anything. We just need them out of the mountains. Let's move you back. I don't know if you're running into problems probably because I think I have this cut off. I do. So the supply goes all the way around to get to these guys, poor guys. We should reciprocate, by the way, and say that don't send any that way. Yeah, there's none going this way, but that's fine. I suppose we should be doing all kinds of crappy things, like preventing it from going this way. Really railroading it, so if it splits here, it goes this way or it goes down. That's perfect. That's what I wanted. It's just... You know, this is actually silly. I don't need this anymore because it can only go one way if it's rail. I think I will keep this though. But we can allow supply to go this way. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know if any is actually coming over from the truck, but the railroad can take care of everything that needs to go between Lossheim and Halken. Okay. Yeah, now I think... these guys just need to sit tight until we can attack them out of the mountains, and then we just need to use insanely overwhelming force to diminish their numbers, so that the militia can go in and mop them up. Yeah, or we're going to have to get another infantry group, or bring in maybe the people from up here. Could do that. It's going to take so many turns. Yeah, we could probably use logistical movement to start assisting us. I don't know. Lots of talking, let's move on. Okay, well, this is interesting. Things have settled down for the most part all along the front. Things are looking good, except for we used to own this. Turns out that Wolfhausen has grown complacent with our borders and has decided to invade us. That is really something. We just clicked on them. They're militaristic. It should not have been a surprise. I guess I am only surprised because they're at war with Primeraria right now, and I think they're losing that war. So, in my opinion, there should probably... Now, if you saw an open border, would you maybe just take advantage of it? I think so. We're going to have to do a lot of work with this, though, so I'm probably going to end up calling this video to a close and have to take this turn from scratch in the next video. There's a lot of other things we can talk about, like our power's dropping down, which is not a surprise, by the way. I'm not too surprised. I think that, by the way, that the power doesn't kick in for another turn. So it should tell us solar panels 3 are producing power. I don't think... It says produce 726 energy at the start of turn, but I don't know if that's actually true. Did that actually come in? I can't tell. Anyway, I don't know if that... So it doesn't give you power on the turn it's constructed. You should start the turn after, and only logistical stuff, like truck stations, that take 2 turns. Okay. Regardless, we have some power management to do, but the high-tech parts has gone up greatly, so... Wait, what? I was looking at the wrong thing. I was like, why? Wait, no. Oh, we're finally hitting a worker cap? There are 80,000 private jobs. There are 100 and... No. If we have more public jobs than workers, which we do not. Oh, industrial points. Okay, so remember the way this works, Tortuga. Let me just remember. It doesn't seem like we had a problem, though. So the way this works, and I should have remembered this, is that all the industrial points which are available at the end of this turn, for us right now 1100, are first used, and then the new ones are produced. So if you ran out of industrial points, so let's say we had 500 or whatever it was at the end of the last turn, all of those were used, and we ran out apparently. So industrial points was not available for any of these things, which I think I might even go back, restore... Damn it, I might have to restore the turn. But anyways, let's go to the main thing, which is Wolfhausen domain has violated our borders, declared war on us. We completed the Huey. We have a medium helicopter. Shield generators is discovered. We need that one for several things. We did operationalize this. We got another subterranean sensor. Civilization levels risen, and we got more things. Private industry is going to help us with the industrial points, so that's actually a really good card to see. I might even have some already lying around, but we didn't really have a problem with industrial points before this. So I'll probably be going really crazy with using those. Although it does take away citizens I may want to have work in the government domain, the public domain. The private jobs are obviously increased when you increase the asset level of those things. It's probably worth it though. Just go over to those zones and see how many I have. Yeah, I have 2 of them. I'll probably be doing both of them. So let's see. Are you already building anything though? So your light industry is at level 3, which means private industry here won't help. Let's go over to Lostheim, see what they're at. Yeah, it's going to delay everything by a turn. This is kind of annoying to me. I would say this is not just kind of annoying, this is extremely annoying. If you had... This is just so stupid. Come on. I thought I had somebody actually disagree. But I mean, you can disagree. It's just a matter... But look, if you had industrial points, if you... yeah, in this situation in real life, if you have like enough wood, let's say you have 100 wood and you need 150 for 15 different projects. Every project needs 10. You wouldn't send 9 wood to everybody. You wouldn't do that. You just wouldn't do that. That's not even the right number. It would be 8 or whatever. But you would send like 10 to most people and then be like, okay, well, you can have 5. You can have 5, but it's probably just extra work that Vic would have to do to program it. But it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. You know what? And unfortunately, I'm going to do it. I'm going to reload. So let's just say it this way. I'm going to end the episode here. When I come back, I'm not sure the Lostheim will be at war with us. So I'm going to go back and redo it because this is just too... It's too stupid for me to... Like, it's a 1 turn delay on everything we have building, and it's like tens of projects, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... Oh, okay, this one actually didn't get delayed. So it's only 10 of the 11 projects which are delayed. You gave out wood, 9 out of the 10 wood to everybody except for 1 person. Okay, well, I'm going to go back and do it. We don't know if Lostheim will declare war on us, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I can't stand this inefficiency, so we'll undo it. And by undo, what I mean is I'm not going to go back and... Well, I mean, I can do it. Okay, we're back in the previous turn. Wolfhausen has not declared war on us. Could shift forces over that way, discourage them. Yeah, they actually made it quite a ways. Watch what I can do. Sneaky me. Can at least make them work for it. Yeah, with 500 troopers, not going to stand up to a whole lot. Is anybody else available to move over there? I don't want to game the system too much, but yeah. Anyway, what I want to do is go and manually turn off some of these. Obviously, the industrial points is already spent. Just stupid that I didn't think about that. But we can manually, at this point, turn off construction of some things which we don't need. University and barracks come to mind, like, immediately. They're taking 100 each. High Command will let run, since it's only taking 50. We could... No, I want the solar panels, so those are going to happen. Let's go down to... 50% construct. Well, we can do 25%. I want to make sure the numbers round nicely, but 100 splits very nicely into percentages. Very, very nicely. Okay, down to that. Yeah, so we're already building that. That's fine. Industry 3, that's... Yeah, it's a little unfortunate on the timing. What else? We want to probably turn off construction of the university down to 25%. It would be nice to be able to pause it without canceling it. So we'll go down to 25% on that one. Although I think that is one of the ones which finishes. Solar panels does get the exemption. And I know that the city here would benefit from increased quality of life. So I want to be a little bit more cautious about just turning off everything that's being built here. Yeah, although demilitarization is not requiring... It's actually not requiring a lot of... Yeah, we might not have even fixed the problem yet. Okay, let's go over here, and I know I really want this industry, but I'm going to cancel this construction. I believe that is going to help us a bit. Since it was a building that was going to produce IP, it probably doesn't demand a whole lot. Yeah, 150. But we'll just, it's going to be delayed no matter what anyway, if we keep it. So we'll do all that. We'll cancel all that. I feel like we're not quite there. We need to drop the number of industrial points a little bit more somehow. That's 150 we've saved so far. We've only saved 150. Man. Yeah, I mean, it comes down to this. If you're gonna lose a turn from everyone anyway, you might as well lose a turn from something you don't really want. Like this bureaucratic office. I know I don't want to do this, but it's the same thing. It's gonna end up being delayed by a turn anyway. So we'll cut it down to 25%. And you are already cut down 25%. Oops. And solar panels are the one thing which gets a pass. Although you know what? I think I am going to cut down the solar panels over here. One of them is not going to get a pass. This is the problem, though. 25% does not divide. 125 does not divide very well. Yeah, we're going to drop these down. They're going to have to be delayed a turn. Because, as I said, they're going to be delayed a turn anyway. So we'll just have to suffer through. Alright, I think that's enough. That's like 75 times like 6 or so. It's like a 550 or something like that. 450. I don't know if that's enough. We'll find out. So let me just jump ahead and see. Well, good news. Last time, Wolfhausen once again declared war on us. So that's good. We can continue with this. You know, kind of in the... We didn't get the artifact we did, so there was a price to pay. Oh god, did it? Oh, it did. It didn't! Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That is intentional. So that means the things which needed to get it did. And we have more industrial points. We should be fine to crank everything back up. Okay, good. So we'll end here for the day. See you back hopefully within less than 10 days in the future. Should be getting back more or less to a regular schedule, especially because Supreme Ruler series just ended. Hopefully. So we'll catch you back for the next one hopefully soon. Till then, thanks for watching and stay safe. Take care.